most people ride you as one of the best centres in the world. I mean, how does that sort of title sit with you, or do you think that you can still be better?
It's a lot of pressure, It's, to be branded as one of the best, centres, as in like Darren Lockyer is one of the best 5'8s.
Yeah, they say the big five, like you, Cameron Smith, Billy, like Ray considered the best in all positions in the world right now. So
I think there's, me personally, it's you just don't want, there's a lot of pressure on being branded that. So, but in saying that, I'll just look at Darren Lockyer and see how he handles it and how he became, how he just keeps proving to be the best because he always wants to improve his game.
Do you feel that there is still lots more improvement? Like whilst people are saying you're the best in the world, but do you think you could be better?
Oh, there's no doubt. You can never be 100% the best in the world. So there's always that little 1% to improve on whatever areas there can be.
Do you think that means like for South fans, like next year can be even better for you and with regards to the team?
I think next year will be be certainly a big change around, but I think there'll be a lot of individuals will probably come out of the skin a bit more than sitting back and waiting for others to blossom. So I think next year will be probably a turning point. We are going for a structural phase at the moment. New coach, new players, new turnaround. So it's just more of a rebuilding period for South.
So do you think there's, you've been able to produce some teams against some big teams. Is there a danger going against the Eels, a team that you probably should beat, given that you don't want to have that type of start?
I think it just comes back to possession of the ball.
Yeah.
To be honest, we had the ball for a good 15-20 minutes in that game last week, and we scored points, and they was on the back. So it's pretty much they can hold the ball the longest, and
Actually, I remember talking to Roy Azatazi at the pre-season launch, and he was sort of pretty much like the guys when they knew that you were coming. It was like they were in awe. They were just like, "Oh my God, Greg Inglis is coming to play for us." Did that surprise? Was there a bit of that? Do you think when you first came, they sort of?
It sort of was, for the first probably few weeks, but after that, it's just it just became a piece of the furniture and come on the boys, and it probably took about 2-3 weeks because I wasn't here for the first pre-season and first few weeks. I was laying in hospital, so but after that, got to know the boys really well. And
did that surprise you that they had that? There was that.
It actually did, quite surprising a bit. It's like
because I guess in Melbourne there's a whole
there's a whole variety that's that's.
But you came here and all they felt like you were like a superstar.
Yeah, pretty much, and coming from being surrounded by Cam Smith, Billy Slater, Cooper Cronk, Adam Blair, and just those players down there. Come from there and coming to a club where it's one of the famous clubs in rugby league, and these boys are sitting back, pretty much saying, "Wow, he's actually coming here." So.
Did that sort of make you feel
actually
good? Was it
made me feel good, but then again, it made me feel like
pressure?
I don't know, maybe they probably don't like it or something like that. I wasn't too sure, and it's just it's a new club, new players, and trying to get to know how the group works. And
so you just sort of really just wanted to blend in.
I just wanted to blend in. I didn't want to be put on a pedestal or anything, and it sort of took me by surprise. No regrets. I think one of the journos asked me the other week asked me about it. So that they're setting up top one, sitting in first on the ladder, but there was circumstances down there which I had to make a decision on, and I'm up here now, and I've got no regrets about making the decision.
How do you feel about the culture here at South? How would you describe it, or is it? Do you think it's a changing?
I think it's they're taking pride in what they do in community,
Yeah.
and I think that's a
Yeah.
big deal. It's these fans, this community is giving so much to the club itself, and we made a big effort. The club's made a big emphasis on it to give back to the community. So, some boys are doing teachers' aid courses, and some are doing youth work, and others are doing just little random courses just here and there. So,
Have you sort of found something that you're interested in doing?
It's funny you mentioned that. I went to Sydney Uni today for a meeting, so
Yeah.
I'll probably see what interests are there, and I'll probably see how it all works and how the infrastructure is, and I'll probably take on a course there, but not really sure yet. So,
Is that something you never thought you'd see yourself doing?
well, I never really thought that I'll be end up going to uni, but with the opportunity that league brings out, it's something that you can't can't pass up. So
that's sort of quite exciting for you.
it is exciting, and going to Sydney Uni is like walking to Harry Potter. It was all these old buildings everywhere. It's surprised it wasn't.
Expected Harry to.
And surprised it wasn't bloody dark and gloomy. It was pretty much a dead ringer of the Harry Potter. So it was quite interesting, but I didn't realise how big the campus was until I was actually walked around there.
Been to a uni campus?
Never been to a uni campus before.
And so that's something you're looking at for next year?
Yeah, something I'm looking at. It's probably start next year. Want to have a good think about what I want to do and what interests me and not what interests other people.
Yeah. Just that win over the Dragons at the weekend, and I guess looking forward to the Eels. How would you describe that win? Was that like in terms of wins in your career? How good did that feel, or how does it rate amongst victories you've had?
They come back and put 22 points on the Dragons, in the second half. After they was leading 20 to 6 at half time. I spoke to a few people and they turned the TV off, in the 20-minute mark. So I was like, oh, thanks for your support, having a joke around. It's very much up there, and to have that feeling of that, we can, that self-belief and confidence that we can actually be competitors and contenders in this competition is remarkable. But thinking back to the game, I was all excited on the inside, but I just couldn't show any emotions because I was in too much pain after the game. So I was jumping for joy inside, but on the outside it wasn't showing too much.
Yeah. So just change. So that was a pretty defining moment for the club for the season, like you say, because you felt like, especially with these last few games and how important they are, that sort of really showed you that you are a massive chance. Like
yeah,
school,
I think there's coming to training this week, there's a big turnaround in the boys' attitude and how they how they're still talking about the game from Sunday. So
everyone's talking about it still.
yeah, so the thing is now that we got to put it behind us and concentrate on Parramatta. So I think obviously I wasn't here on the field today, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow and Friday will be.
So any danger with Para now? They've had 3 heartbreaking losses, and
Para is a very dangerous side when they're on song, and I don't think we can afford to give them a 20-point start.
Yeah.
I think we have to go out there on Monday night and have a good, hard physical attitude and make sure that we turn up and play from the first whistle instead of from half-time whistle. So
that's sort of something like that. The Dragons game's been good for you in that regard as well.
Dragons game's been good for us, but also for some individuals, their confidence boost, and I think they know now that confidence can take you a long way, and to play with when the team's on, running on high on confidence, it's pretty much unstoppable. It's like Parramatta did in 2009 when they had the run to the grand final. So And Para can turn things on upside down, and I think they'll pretty much. I think Hindmarsh came out and said that they want to destroy parties, for teams that in the top 8. So
Yeah.
they are a team that can do that, and there's no doubt that they probably will.